All right, Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, we will give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. We're back with another video, another lesson. Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying to you brothers and you sisters out there. And this week in the lesson, the title of this lesson is called Russia. Well, it's a response to an article, but I'll just go to it. It says Russia unveils new lineup of missile systems threatening global security. Right? And it came out what's today? 23rd. Get rid of this stuff. So it came out yesterday, and it says General Sergei Karakev, and Salak if I'm pronouncing the names wrong, announced Russia's development of advanced missile systems, including the Osina, which are on par with existing Avangard and Oreshnik systems. Russia is enhancing its deterrence forces with the deployment of Yars intercontinental ballistic missiles, known as ICBMs, and the RS-28 Sarmat, capable of reaching the U.S. via the South Pole and evading current ABM systems. I'm just dumped down here to the paragraph. It says Russia has unveiled a new lineup of missile systems that threatens to renew the arms race and destabilize global security, according to General Sergei Karakev, commander of the Strategic Missile Forces. Russia is developing new missile systems that are on par with the existing Avangard nuclear gliders and Oreshnik hypersonic missiles. Karakev's bold statements come in the wake of Russia's ongoing efforts to reinforce its deterrence forces with the Yars ICBMs and the RS-28 Sarmat, which is set to replace the RS-20V Voda. It says the Sarmat, now in service, boasts a range so extensive that it can reach the U.S. via the South Pole, making it nearly impossible for American anti-ballistic missile ABM systems to intercept. But that's not all. Russia is also working on what it calls the Osina missile system, along with strategic systems yet to be revealed by the Kremlin. These systems are reportedly equipped with advanced warheads that can withstand even the most sophisticated ABM defenses. As Karakev put it, there is no place in terms of range that our missiles cannot reach. The announcement comes at a time when North Atlantic Treaty Organization, known as NATO, and the West are expanding their strategic ambitions closer to Russia's borders. The deployment of American missile systems in Romania and Poland has been a particular sore spot for Moscow, which views the move as a direct threat to its security. Karakev was unambiguous in his response. These missile bases pose no significant threat to our hypersonic capabilities, so they're not worried. It says it's a clear message to the West. Don't test Russia's patience or military resolve. The Kremlin is not afraid to escalate if it feels its interests are threatened. Karakev even hinted at the possibility of increasing the number of warheads on deployed missiles after the expiration of the New START Treaty in 2026. This move would effectively nullify the arms control agreement that has been a cornerstone of international security for decades. And this is the spirit of the Lord raising up the spirit of the Medes, which today are the Russians, right? It says Oreshnik missiles set for mass production in 2025. And I read a little bit. It says, but the most worrying development for NATO allies is the emergence of the Oreshnik missile. This intermediate range hypersonic ballistic missile made its debut in a November strike on a Ukrainian military facility in Dnipro. Russian President Vladimir Putin gleefully heralded this new weapon as a game changer, saying it would be a key part of Russia's comprehensive response to Western pressures. The Orishnik is set to enter mass production in 2025, with all eyes on how NATO and the U.S. will respond to this new threat. It says American officials have already warned that Russia could launch another Orishnik missile in the coming days. Pentagon spokesperson Sabrina Singh emphasized that the U.S. was closely monitoring Russian preparations and stood ready to bolster Ukraine's defenses against this new threat. Thus, the U.S. recently pledged to close to $1 billion in new security aid to Ukraine, but you Americans here don't get nothing. You know, what about that time when a hurricane hit? Well, how much they get y'all? I think it was what, $600-$700 of relief, but they giving Israel and Ukraine billions and millions of dollars, right? That's America for you. It says, including advanced air defense systems designed to counter hypersonic missiles, you know. But, hey, and it's a video right here. But, it doesn't really say much. But this is the Lord stirring up the spirit of the Medes, man. Which today are the Russians, all right? Let's first start with Isaiah 54, okay, and 16. And it says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. You see, and the Lord created, he put the spirit on these Edomites, all right, to create this weapon. You know, so this is the Lord's weapon, which tells you that in Jeremiah, right? Let's get this word, let me see. Is it waster? It's not that. I think it's smith. Yeah, the smith, which is in a Hebrew is charash. It says a craftsman, artisan, engraver, graver, artificer, Salakia. You see, skillful to destroy, warriors. You see, so it's basically a scientist, a fabricator or any material. Artificer, carpenter, craftsman, engraver, maker, mason. Let's see what artificer means, or what it is. Artificer, a skilled craftsman or inventor. You see, let's open this one up. It says artificer, a skilled artistic worker or craftsman, one that makes or contrives. That's all I gave us. But you see the you see it, right? And one of those, you can think of Oppenheimer comes to mind. You know, if you watch that movie, I might watch that again, Lord willing. You know, but that movie Oppenheimer comes to mind. You know, so this is the Lord's weapon right here, right? He created the smith, the scientist. He put the spirit on these Edomites to create this weapon of his. Now everybody has one. You know, North Korea. The Arabs, you know, East Indians. Of course, you know, America got them, right? I don't think any African nations have any missiles, but hey, who knows? You know, they could get some, because it does say in Revelation that these other nations are gonna shoot their missiles on America. Real quick, let's get Revelation 17. And 16, and it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. How's that going to happen? How you going to burn her with fire? You know, by way of nuclear ICBM missiles or nuclear destruction, man. Okay. But let's get these, Isaiah 13 and 17. Okay. And I may change the title. You know, it's going to be responsive to the article, but I might change the title to something. You know, the Lord is stirring up the spirit of the Medes. Isaiah 13:17, it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, And as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. You see, how did the Lord do that? We all know, by brimstone and fire. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. You see, and that time is coming. All right. When World War III really, gets to the height of it, America will be destroyed within that. Let's get matter of fact, before we read that, let's get Revelation 13:2. Right? This is the beast from the sea. I read verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads, right, and 10 horns. And upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. All right, and the 7 heads are the Greeks. Started with the Greeks, right? Then it goes to the Romans, then Germania Major, Germania Minor. I want to say the Spanish, the French, then the British. Those are the 7 heads. Okay. Verse 2, and this is, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. See, the leopard starts with the Greeks. These are talking about the Greek Empire. Which goes to Alexander the Great. Right, in his feet, whereas the feet of a bear. The bear points to the Russians. So you can get the feet that represents the end of like the Daniel, the statue in Daniel, represents the end of the empire, right? See, bear. This is where bear in the Greek is arctos, which means bear, but you get the root where it means archeo. It says to be possessed of unfailing strength, to be strong, to suffice, to be enough, to defend, ward off, right? And Russia has that bear symbol on I believe on their flag, right? So Russia is going to be the end of this beast system. They're going to take down this beast system, as I should say. And his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon, which is the Roman Empire, gave him his power and his seat and great authority. You see? And the Russians are going to be the ones to take down this beast system. So now let's go to Jeremiah 51. What's that? 51:11. I read 10. It says, the Lord Yahweh, that's his name in all caps. When you see the Lord in all caps, that's the Most High's name. His name is Yahweh. The Lord Yahweh have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our power. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon to destroy you. Now you got to think, back then, okay, they didn't destroy Babylon fully. It says because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Ancient Babylon is not destroyed. It still actually stands today, which is today is Iraq, right? So this is got to be talking about what? Babylon, which is today is America. It says, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. For the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, right? Abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. The Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. And let's drop down to the jump down to the 20. 7th verse. It says, set up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat, many in Ashkenaz. Ararat is Turkey. All right, like cause when the you can look that up. Ararat is modern day is today is Turkey. Like when Noah when the boat landed in Ararat, they found it where? In Turkey. Many is Armenia and Ashkenaz is Germany. It says appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. Let's see what we can get. I'm gonna cross see what comes up. No, it didn't pop up, but I thought it would. But the Medes points to the Russians today, man. Right? If you go back a chapter, Jeremiah 50 and 3, it says for I'll start at 2. It says, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell there. Shall dwell therein. They shall remove. They shall depart, both man and beast. And this nation coming from the north is the Russians, right? If you read Ezekiel 38 chapter, they got the Russians and the other nations with them. You know, Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, you know, Gomer, right? And Togarmah, which is Turkey. And Gomer is Germany. See? There's another one I wanted. Jeremiah 50. I think it's 25. Yeah, this is the Lord's weapon. Like it was, like I said, highlight this. Jeremiah 50 and 25. The Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, all right, have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord power, Yahweh of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. You see? So the Lord's one is this the Lord's power. He's putting a spirit. All right, let's go back to Revelation 17 and 18. Salakia. 17 and 17, it says, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, unto the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So the Lord is doing this. He's putting the spirit on these nations to do it, to fulfill his will. You know. But yeah, I just wanted to go into this real quick, bring on some edification. All right, because we're one step closer to, you know, well, we're already in World War III, but of all hell breaking loose, you know, we get into that time, man. We're in those times already, you know, but it just hasn't, you know, gotten to its height yet. All right, so Russia unveils new lineup of missile systems threatening global security. You know, it's gonna be, you know, when the time is right, the Lord's gonna have these nations, right? Let's get one more. Not Revelation. Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. You see? And those arrows are what? ICBM missiles. Okay? And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. And this is what's going to happen. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh, thou shalt burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave neither root nor branch. You see, it's going to be like a time when those missiles come, like you preheat an oven. I always give this example, like you preheating the oven. You know, it goes off, you open that oven up, and it smacks, all that heat just smacks you in the face. Now imagine that 1,000,000 times more, man. Okay? And if you're not of the elect, Lord willing, we praying and hoping that we're of that number. But if you're not of the elect, hey, you ain't gonna be beamed up to a church to be ultimately receive salvation, to be saved from that destruction, man. Okay, by Yahushua and the angels, because they're only coming back for the elect of the nation of Israel. You know, they're not coming back to save all nations. All right, not coming back to save all Israel. You know, all Israel will be saved, but they'll come back. You know, the 2/3 will be destroyed on this side, and they'll come back in the kingdom. But if you're not of the elect on this side, you're not gonna, the Lord ain't gonna save you, man. You're gonna be burned up in that fire. But after that, you'll come back in the kingdom. So Lord willing, this was edifying to you brothers and your sisters out there. I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. And double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will, this was edifying. Tonight's video, I'm going to say, Lord willing, Shalom.